Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Goso here from Serene Art. So today we'll be designing a simple magazine cover in Pixellab, right? So without further ado, let's jump into it. Good. So before we even started with our dimension, I want to make this thing clear, right? So magazine cover can come in different formats like landscape or portrait, right? Can be squared, rectangle, or whatsoever that the client wants it to be, right? So in this tutorial, I'm just going to use the portrait form. So our dimension is going to be first one is going to be that's 1023, and the second one, which is the height is going to be 1500, like this. All right, so you tap OK after this one and you proceed from here, right? So I'm going to delete this text over here, change the background color. I want to change the background color to, let's say, black. I'll probably work on it afterwards, right? So after this, we have to bring in our image. I got one image from Google and I'm going to leave the link in the description so that you go ahead and download it. So let me pick it up quickly. Good. So I'll tap on check mark right here and I'll move down to the relative size tool and move it like this. Good. After this, I'll tap on check mark, go ahead and lock the image. After this, I can start entering my text. Okay, so when you are designing magazine cover, just make sure that you have a high quality picture. That in the sense that if your client wants you to use a picture, just make sure you have a high quality picture, right? So I'm going to enter the title as success. So I'll make it capitalized and I'm going to use a font called 𝒕𝒖𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. So I have it right here. Let me pick it up. So I'll use 𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 black and I'll increase the size to, let's say, 120. Let's see how it's going to be like. I think 120 is too much for this test, so let's reduce it. Okay, I think 77 is okay. So I'll tap on check mark and after this I'll use the relatives tool to position it at the middle like this. Then I'll try bringing it down just a little bit. I think this is okay. After this, I'll enter a shape, a white shape actually. Then I'll send it to the top like this, make it to be aligned perfectly with the success. Then I'll reduce the size a little bit like this. And after this, I'll tap on check mark. Right after this step, I'll go and enter another text again. So I'll enter a text like speaks. So I'll be like success speaks. So I'm just adding speaks, right? Make it capitalized and also go for the 𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 font. I'm going to pick up the 𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 font again. And I'm going to reduce the size of this and bring it to this side. So let me quickly grab my sizing tool right here. So I think I need to further reduce the size. So I think at this point we are good to go. So I'll tap on check mark and this is what we'll be having, right? So after this, you can enter another text if you want to enter other text. So I'll probably grab a text over here and use it. So I have to reduce the size of it as well. So let's say 16, and I'm going to change the orientation. So probably I'll use align left. Good. And I'll go and use a font like Poppins, either Poppins italic, Poppins medium italic, or whichever one is available here. So I'll use Poppins medium italic, right? So I'll just have to position this text at the lower left corner over here like this and tap on any empty space right here like this. So after this, I can go ahead and save my magazine. So I'm assuming this is the title of the magazine. So literally there's one thing we have to add, which is, let's say, a text like magazine. So I'm going to edit this text to magazine, yeah, like this. After this, I have to bring it down like this, and make sure I position it like this. So we have something like magazine, right? So that's what I want to have over here like this. So I'm going to reduce the space in between the text. So I'm going to use this tool, and I think this should be fine, right? So after this, I'm going to save the work. So always you save as ultra, right? Because that will give you the highest quality in the Pixellab. And after this, you can go ahead and mock it up. That means if you want to apply mockup, just switch on your data, go ahead to a website like smartmockups.com, right? So smartmockups.com, you come here, then you come to all mockups, right? So when you come to all mockups, just scroll down a little bit and you see things like t-shirts, smartphone, magazine, books, etc. You can come to the magazine section. When you come to the magazine section, you will see a lot of stuff, but probably I want to select some free stuff, so I'll go to free, and I just have to scroll down and pick the mockup that I want to use. So let's say I want to use this one. I'll tap on it and upload the image that I want to mock up, right? So it is loading. Once it loads like this, I'll come to where they say upload from, and I'll tap on it. After tapping on it, I'll tap on upload image. So it will send me to my files like this, and I have to pick up the image which is rightly here. So I'll tap on it and tap on select, and after that the image will be applied to the design like this. So this is how our magazine cover is going to look like. Okay, after this, I'll just have to go ahead and tap on download. Now if you paid for this subscription or you want a paid version, you can download a high quality and super high quality. Before this upgradement, they used to offer all this stuff for free, but right now they've upgraded, and all this stuff you have to pay for them, like high quality and super high quality. But for the medium, it's okay, right? So let's download the medium like that, right? So this is it being downloaded, and pretty much this is it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and don't forget to get access to all my fonts that I use in this design by tapping on the video showing on your screen right now. Bless up.